Hello once again. So here you are welcome to my YouTube channel, Paul Richimana Official, and I hope that you are doing very well, and I wish you to have bless from God. So now the lesson of today, it is based on the comment given by one of my followers, and he was asking me how to use if function when you want to assign a grade here. So now the question can be really answered in this way. In my previous video, I have shown you how to use this if function, and today we are going to say something about how can you assign grades by using this if function. So now, last time I have shown you how to use this if function if you want to make a decision, but if you have only two choices. Remember, we have firstly typed the syntax here, which is a formula here. We have said that if you want to use function, especially if function here, we type equal, then if function, and now here you see Microsoft Excel software shows you that you have to have logical test. This logical test here is a condition which needs to be verified. So now this logical test or condition will be verified in two ways, either to be true or to be false. So now what will happen if the condition here becomes true? Here the first decision, the first calculation, the first result will be the output here. You see now here. I repeat once, if this condition becomes true, this logical test means condition here. If the condition becomes true, you get the first result here. If the condition becomes false, you get the second one here. You see. So now this one, you can say condition here. Here, the condition which needs to be verified so that you can decide either this one or this one. So now can have decision one. Decision one, when this condition is true, and decision two or result 2, decision 2 when the condition is false. So now if you add many decision here, it cannot work because this condition give result after to be verified, either to be true or to be false. So now from here, this is a syntax, this is a formula of if function. So now for example, we can that the reason why my computer, you see, if I click here, the computer display the mistake here. This warning message determines that it is because what I typed here, I have started it using equal sign. The computer is considering this as a formula or as a function which is going to be executed here. That's why if I click here, the computer display this mistake here. Here you see. So now, to make this statement as a text, let us remove this one. You see here, but never forget that within the syntax of if condition of formula or function, we need to start with equal sign. So now you see, if I click here, now there is no mistake. So now, to use this, here you can ask yourself, you want maybe a student with marks. Suppose here you can say here list of names here. It depends, but we are verifying using these marks here. And now you want that someone with marks greater than or equal 50, or you can also set greater than here, greater than will be promoted. This is the example we have used. Yes, for example, you can say if. Now this logical test, I click here. So in my previous video, I have explained this D3. This is cell address or cell reference, meaning that the cell address is equivalent to this value, meaning that this is letter D is heading greater while this 3 is low number. So now here, suppose greater than or equal 50. For example here, this one, the decision can be promoted here. For example, promoted here, or decision will be repeat here. So now this is the example. This is the example which we have used in our previous video. And remember this double quotes here. If you type it in this way, you see I type single quotes and second quotes. Computer will display a mistake if you line the code. You see, this can never work. Meaning that this double quotes must be here once. Here you see, like this. I repeat again, if you type these double quotes here, like this, single quotes twice, you type this single quote twice, computer will display a mistake. Yes, you have to make sure that single quotes is type D, is type D once. Now let us learn to see whether this can work. You see the decision is promoted. So now here, you can do this, but last time I have shown you how to autofill. You point the cursor here, then you press continuously, left click, and then drag your mouse down to autofill this data here. You see, we have how many students will repeat. You see this one, and this one. You see, because they do not fulfill the condition here. If I click here, you find that this mark 33 is not greater than 50, is not greater than 50. Here you see. So now, if you want to change this, for example here, let me remove this one. Here, to clean something, you do this, clear content here. So that you can also change this condition into D3, maybe less than or equal. Then you can reverse this repeat here. And you can do this promoted. So this will also give the same. Here you see. So now, the reason why you see 50 is less than here, if you want that someone with 50 marks not repeat, you should remove this one. Because this equal sign, meaning less than, this condition becomes the first, but or equal. Or means we can take second choice if the first choice fails. So that's why we need to remove this one. You see. So then, we have to consider this 50 less than 50, then repeat. If the condition becomes true, we get this one. If the condition becomes false, we have this one. So this will produce the same result as we did it. You see now here. Now the repeat will always come to where the condition is not matching. Here you see. So now what can happen if we add the failed decision here? Can add yes. It will happen here. So let us see. So the computer will display warning message to tell you that you have entered too many arguments, meaning that if you add many arguments, if you add many decisions here, this if function works very well when you follow the syntax. So meaning that never add many arguments here. This one needs to be removed. So you have killed the syntax. Here you see promoted. So now, and but here it is if associated with only two choices. What will happen if we have many choices? If can also be useful, but we can change this one somehow. For example, we have many options here. Suppose you want a student with mark 80, 8 will have grade A, 70 will have grade B, 60 will have grade C. You listen to that. Max, for example, we can do this. Max greater than 80. Let us assign letter A here. Then max. So then max, for example, here. So let me do this. Okay. So now, for example, let us do a question like this one. So now, greater than 70, we have grade B. Then greater than 60, we have grade C. For example, greater than 50, we have grade D, A, B, C, D. Then, for example, this one, 40, grade E here. And then, this one, we have 30, we have grade F, for example. And then, greater than or equal. Below, we have, for example, so we can change this into S. Here, let us change it into F. Here you see, this is fail. So now, how can you do so? You see, we have different conditions here associated with different decisions. A student with greater than or equal 8 marks over maybe 100 will receive grade A, grade B, grade C in this way. So this is how many conditions do we have here. We have at least 6 conditions here with 7 decisions, because we will have A, B, C, D, E, S, then F. How many decisions must be 7 here? So now how can you assign the grades in this way? So let me first highlight this one. Using this. So now grades, let us assign grades. If you have different options, if you have different conditions with different decision here, you can easily type if here. You see, now we need to verify this greater than or equal 8 marks here. We'll assign a grade. For example, let us use a capital letter A. Here, it is followed by another if, because we will verify the first to decide to this one. We verify the second, meaning that it is if again. We need also to compare this one, greater than or equal 70 here. And then we need to say B. Then with another comma here. So then we need to say again if the logical test greater than or equal greater than or equal 60 here. we receive grade C. Sorry, let me use the capital letter. Then if again, if this condition greater than or equal 50, for example, we receive grade D here. Then if greater than or equal 40 marks, we receive grade E here, like this. And then we need to add if another grade greater than or equal 30, then comma. So now we need to say grade S, sorry here, S here. So then you see we reach to the if function where we have started and we have only two choices. If this marks greater than 30, we receive grade C. If this condition becomes, if I suppose we have 27, this condition will never be true, then we need to use if else statement, if with two options only. So now we need to print letter F here. So now you see like this one. So now let us learn to see whether this formula, whether this function can work. So now you see this can never work because there are something which are missing. What is it? You see, as long as you open this if function, you need also to close it. So now this open closing parenthesis, close this one. We need to close this one also by using comma here. You see, and we need to close this one. Here you see, we need to close this one also. And how many? 4. And we have 6. Then we need to add another more. Here you see. What does it mean? You see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many conditions do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So now let us learn to see whether this can work. You see, this one will be given grade D. This is because the condition here stated that you will assign grade D to this one with marks between from 50 and 59.9. We receive grade D. You see now here. So then, this is the formula which was used. If you have more than 2 options, you can do this one. So now, if we can stop by here, we can use only 2 ifs together so that we can solve, can assign this one in easy way. Let me learn to see, and then to get entire grade 2 all students, grade 2 all marks here, we can really do this one like this. You see, this one we receive grade, this one we receive grade D, then E followed by this condition E here between 40 and 49.9. You see grade E because 45 falls in this range from here up to here, and you see 69 fall in the range from 60 and 70, 69.9. You see grade C is around here. So this is how they use if a function when you want to assign grade. So now you can format this one in this way, and then here can assign like this one. So this is how you can easily assign grades by using if function if you have many decisions with many conditions. So now let us today stop by here, and I congratulate everyone also who continue to show me that we are really together and to give them different content. So now I request you to subscribe, like, comment, and share if possible. So then be blessed.